The Chicago Bears are preparing for one of the most intriguing matchups of the season, a showdown against the Dallas Cowboys that carries more than just playoff implications.
This game is personal.
The Bears are set to face their former head coach, Matt Eberflus, and you can feel the tension building in Chicago. The betting line has already flipped, moving from the Bears as slight favorites to the Cowboys now favored by 1.5 points. Vegas expects a razor-thin finish, but what really matters is whether Chicago can finally put one over on their old coach. Backhand index pointing right before we dive deeper into the latest NFL updates, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the bell icon so you never miss breaking news.
Now, let's continue. Eberflus knows this Bears defense inside and out.
He coached many of these players and is expected to share that knowledge with Dallas.
That adds another layer of strategy to a matchup already full of storylines.
Still, the Bears have weapons of their own. Rookie quarterback Caleb Williams has shown flashes of brilliance when given time in the pocket, and the Cowboys' pass rush has been average through 2 weeks. If Chicago's offensive line can keep him upright, Williams has the arm talent to attack downfield. But that's only part of the battle. The Bears' rushing attack has struggled with consistency, and they'll need more than just DeAndre Swift to break through a Dallas defense that has been shaky against the run. Mix in Roschon Johnson or Kyle Monangai, and suddenly the ground game could tilt this contest. Vegas calls it close, but the prediction here is bold: Bears 34, Cowboys 31.
A high-scoring shootout, decided late. The question is simple: will the Bears finally outsmart their former coach, or will Eberflus have the last laugh?
Matt Eberflus may not be on the Chicago sideline anymore, but make no mistake, his fingerprints are all over this week's Bears-Cowboys showdown. Reports out of Dallas say Eberflus has been sitting in on offensive meetings, sharing inside information about the Bears' defensive personnel. And that could spell trouble, because no one knows Chicago's tendencies better than the man who coached them just last season. Several of the Bears' key defenders once played directly under Eberflus. Tariq Stevenson, Jaquan Brisker, Tremaine Edmonds, Montez Sweat, all of them were molded in part by his system.
Now they'll line up against an offense that's benefiting from his insight.
To make matters worse, Chicago enters this game short-handed. Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, and TJ Edwards are all expected to be out, leaving even more pressure on the remaining starters to hold the line. Bears offensive coordinator Ben Johnson didn't shy away from acknowledging the challenge. He admitted Eberflus built a defense in Chicago that thrived in the red zone, forcing opponents to settle for field goals even after long drives.
That bend-but-don't-break style frustrated his Lions' offenses more than once.
In fact, in 6 matchups against Ben Johnson's Lions, Eberflus' defense gave up about 28 points per game, almost identical to Detroit's season average. Sometimes Chicago clamped down, other times they collapsed, but it was always a chess match.
And that's exactly what this weekend feels like, a chess match between two coaches who know each other's playbooks inside and out. The only question is, who will make the first move that changes everything? If the Chicago Bears want to walk away with a win against the Dallas Cowboys, the path is clear, but it won't be easy. The first key is attacking Dallas through the air. Cornerback Kaiir Elam has struggled badly in coverage, and Trayvon Diggs still isn't the same after his injuries. Safety Donovan Wilson has been shaky as well. That opens the door for Chicago's playmakers. DJ Moore and rookie Rome Odunze could be the difference makers if Caleb Williams gets them the ball in space. The second key is on the ground. Chicago leads the league in yards before contact, which means the offensive line is creating room, but the running backs aren't taking full advantage. DeAndre Swift has left too many yards on the field, so it may be time for Roschon Johnson and Kyle Monangai to get more carries. Dallas ranks just 23rd in rush defense, giving up over 120 yards per game. That's a weakness the Bears can't afford to ignore. The third key is protecting Caleb Williams. When he's kept clean, he's sharp: 18 completions on 25 attempts, nearly 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns in Week 2. The Cowboys' pass rush has been average so far, but the addition of Jadeveon Clowney gives them another weapon. Chicago's offensive line must win that battle. Explosive plays could tilt this game. The Bears are tied for second in the NFL with 16 of them, and most haven't come in garbage time. Dallas has already given up several long completions, so the deep ball is there if Williams takes his shots. And finally, use the tight ends. Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland have been underused, but Dallas has struggled against that position. If the Bears can balance these keys, they'll have every chance to steal a statement win in Dallas.
This Sunday's showdown between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys has the feel of a chess match, with every move under the spotlight. On one side, former Bears head coach Matt Eberflus knows the tendencies of Chicago's defensive players better than anyone. On the other, offensive coordinator Ben Johnson is tasked with making sure Caleb Williams and this Bears offense stay one step ahead. It's brains versus familiarity, and neither side wants to blink first. For Chicago, the path to victory is clear but demanding. Attacking the Dallas secondary remains a must. Kaiir Elam has struggled in coverage, Trayvon Diggs hasn't looked like his old self, and safety Donovan Wilson has been inconsistent. That opens the door for DJ Moore, Romo Duns, and others to deliver big plays downfield. But the Bears cannot rely on the passing game alone. Establishing a balanced run attack will be critical. Chicago's offensive line has been opening lanes, but DeAndre Swift hasn't fully capitalized. Giving Roschon Johnson or Kyle Monangai more opportunities could help turn those small gains into game-changing drives against a Dallas run defense that ranks near the bottom of the league. Protecting Caleb Williams is another key. We've already seen that when he's given time in the pocket, he can carve up defenses. Dallas doesn't blitz often, but Jadeveon Clowney's arrival adds pressure off the edge. Keeping Williams upright will decide how much freedom he has to attack vertically. Ultimately, the Bears need a combination of balance and explosiveness. They've shown they can generate big plays, and tight ends like Cole Kmet must also become part of the equation. If Chicago executes these keys, they have every chance to pull off a statement win. The prediction here, Bears 34, Cowboys 31, in a high-scoring thriller that could come down to the final drive.